In advance, I am very, very sorry that it took so long for me to discuss this person that I'm about to talk about. Because I thought that by now somebody else would talk about this guy and the stuff he has done. And so, since no one else has done it, I'm gonna have to be the one to do it, huh? Okay, so I'm going to say his name once, so pay attention because this is very going to be very brief, as brief by my standards. And I just want to say my piece and just want to do my best to not be part of the problem. So, this is about YSF audio. How did I discover this guy? I Googled something called ASMR, and the first term is unnecessary to keep this family friendly for the younger people that are listening along to this. And he was the first results on Google. He had an anime style thumbnail. I liked it. I listened, and I was instantly hooked. I waited about a couple of days before I talked about this guy to give myself time and just to hear like a bunch of it. The kind of stuff he would make would be roleplay ASMR, and he'd usually play a character that was like older, mysterious, comforting, flirtatious, and it sounded pretty genuine. So I knew right away, since I need about three guy voice actors for multiple projects, I had him in mind, so that's why I kept tabs on him. So over the course of time, I I mean, I'm just saying it now because I know eventually people are gonna find that I once, I guess was a viewer of his, I guess you could say, in some way, shape, or form. So, a lot of this stuff, like, I don't know if this was age restricted or something, but it was, like, on the romantic side, the grown side, the side that definitely you're probably thinking, okay, that kind of stuff. But overall, I assumed it was pretty like it was like I assumed it was just abilities. So then eventually he did make live streams. And so he would be gaming. I recall like one of them was Minecraft specifically. And then it was a good thing I waited for a while because prior was very difficult to contact him. It was like you still kind of can, and so I thought, okay, maybe it's just not meant to be from another country. And then the mailing domain email domain was unfamiliar. I'm thinking, okay, I'll just like put that to rest. And then in the live streams, one of the things that gave red flags for me was he was behaving the same way in the live streams that he was behaving in the videos. And I remember, because I was listening to every video chronologically, that he said that pretty much all of his videos were improvised. That means that he makes up stuff on the spot. He has no script. He has no reference. Nothing. So he's just closing his eyes and imagining, just unleashing all his fantasies onto us. Yay. And then a lot of these users that were commenting were have openly stated to be underage, 15, 17, all that. And I don't know if he was paying attention to that or not, but he just would not tone it down. I mean, he's a pretty mysterious person. I didn't really try to get. I mean, maybe it was a good thing because I dodged a bullet, because then almost a month later, he his channel was gone. Like, it was terminated, nothing was there. I had a lot of stuff on the playlist. And so then I tried to figure out what happened. It seems like nobody really knew. He said that he did this stuff for no reason. Then I eventually found a document, and this completely cemented that it was a good thing I trusted my gut. And because all this stuff he was saying to these, I'm gonna assume these young girls, it was not only exactly the same as the videos and the live streams, but it was very messed up, to say the least. Um, I it seriously made me sick to my stomach trying to go through all of that, like every single thing that was there. And I realized that this guy is a complete freak, and not absolutely nobody I want to associate with. And so after I did see all this evidence and all that, I eventually did say my part, saying that, uh, I mean, it's still there because I have nothing to hide. I thought I addressed it because only like people with bad intentions, like, just pretty much sweep things under the rug anyway. So I did say, yes, I did follow him. I did like his stuff. I thought he was acting. I realized he wasn't acting. And he has very messed up fantasies that he would like to do to young girls. And if he had the chance to, then he would actually act upon it. And he could, because preying onto vulnerable young girls is not okay. And the worst part of this is that not only does he still have a platform, because he still made a bunch of them, and he probably still gets money, but nobody has said a thing about it. And I thought maybe my side wasn't enough, but hey, you know what? At least it's better than nothing, right? So, of course, knowing now that he is basically using a roleplay ASMR to basically act upon what his most shady intentions. Yeah, you deserved to be terminated. People like you should not be allowed to on the internet at all. Like, whatsoever. I mean, you knew for a fact that if people knew who you were, like, you'd be done and you know it. And frankly, it's deserved. I mean, like all the really messed up, degrading stuff you say, it is like abuse and of the harm and the I'm gonna say coercion, all that stuff you have want to act out with somebody and probably was very close to doing it. That is very, very, very messed up. Like, and I just wish that, this guy would just hold things accountable. And ever since, he doesn't address it, been silent, likes to pretend nothing is wrong. And this, you know what, maybe this is all you deserve, just 10 minutes of somebody like me. And just having the voice. You know what, you are the part of the problem with the internet, okay? You make everything cool about these kind of interests and hobbies bad. You make anime look bad. You make ASMR look bad. You make roleplay look bad. You make kinks look bad. You make tattoos look bad. You make YouTube look bad, and you make the internet bad. That's just me being real with you. And you know what? Maybe I'm not worried about being deleted or anything. Maybe I'll just upload it with even stronger rants about you if that happens. But you know what? You are exactly what is wrong with the internet, and it is a good thing that there are some parts of the internet maybe you are or are not unaware of that do hold people like you accountable and put on blast. And that kind of those kind of topics, the lolcows, are definitely my pleasure. I seriously do wish there was more about you, but at the same time, the more eyes are on you, the more opportunities you get to take advantage of someone to basically fulfill your fucked up little imagination. So, I just I feel embarrassed? Yes, I am. I had my reasons for it, but I didn't know like this guy was new, like 2 years at the time. Very popular, had a big it was pretty mid-sized and and for what? For just pandering to young, like young, growing teenagers, most likely, or something, or maybe just somebody that just wants to feel like that they are valid. I mean, that's just really messed up that you just took advantage of people like that. And I really hope that everything you've done will come back to you exactly what you deserve. So, yeah, there it is. The around 10-minute rant about it. Um, and by the way, if you're like around my age and you're doing this stuff, um, that does not make you appealing, man. I mean, it just makes you out to be some kind of tool. So, there it is. So, whatever you do, guys, the whole point I should say, trust your gut, and sometimes that person, that's like the kind of like the serpent kind of story. It matters. Serpent with a forbidden fruit. Be careful. So, I'm saying this now because I want people to stay safe on the internet. And, and if something does happen, it is not your fault. And I just wish that if you were affected whatsoever, again, it's not your fault. You're not to blame. And it's understandable if you just feel shame. That just means that it you just care about others. So anyway, just again, stay safe and have a good rest of the time.